We did touch upon the document analysis last time. Secondary sources of information, very important again. If you really start off a big thing, a big project, the first and foremost thing as an analyst, I would always like to actually go through the existing, even though it is not completely developed, or it might be a re-engineering. It might be already there. You're trying to re-engineer, migrate it from there to a different platform, different technology, different environment. You still want to get a hang of that. So I would go through the setup manuals, the installation manuals, user manuals, user guides. All of these would be there. You can go through all of them of the existing applications, so you get an idea what's wrong with that, what is the problem with that, how is it structured. So all of these are good. There's some research reports out there. For example, the Gartner reports, Gartner research is there, Forrester. These are different kind of third-party research, insights and research companies. They have reports about your industry, whether you're in travel industry or whether you're healthcare, hospitality, IT, pharma, whatever it is, irrespective of which industry, which vertical, they've got research reports coming up with that in terms of plotting the industry leaders, where you fall in, how they're positioning the particular company. I would also go through the balance sheets and the profit and loss statements of the particular company, just so I can get an idea. So if it's a new client, or if it's something that we would like to learn and help, deliver value, we should know the financial aspects of it as well. So we should understand their business, their industry, their line of work, their growth, everything. And then from these particular research that we do, we don't have to spend time with the actual users. Even before that, I would be able to actually access all these. These are all free. That's a good advantage for you. Most of these are available free. So you can get to do some kind of an initial research, so you get an idea. And from there on, you can actually try and take it to the next level and try and get to the details. So basically, they give you information, they give you insights, that actually gives you a lot of things which are not told by somebody because they don't care. But also the flip side with this is basically they would have been dated. They've been very, very outdated, very old ones. So not all of them that you read don't rely on that, because things would have changed. People would have, things would have changed. Technology would have changed. The way people are doing the work might be changed. Everything is changed. So it's not always documented. So things which you have got in the print or which are documented might have been really old. So don't take it on face value, but at least you get an idea. So these are the things that you would actually kind of use to get the knowledge about whatever system, whatever application you're working on. It helps with collecting actual data on the ground, but then the problem is it is not really relevant or current. So it's important that you give that much of weightage to this information that you collect. And then there's something called a special purpose record. So basically, this is something like if you're trying to ask somebody to understand their dietary, for example, what kind of diet they're taking. So this is for a sports band. You're trying to develop a band, kind of a band or sports fitness watch or something like Garmin. This company wants to create an app, and they want to understand the diet intake habits of people. So they want to understand what kind of diet you're taking, how often you're taking, and whether it is vegetarian, non-vegetarian, whether it is the quantity of it, what kind of proteins, carbs, and everything else, the kind of composition of that diet. So understand, and how much water you're consuming per day, how many glasses, what time, what intervals. So all of these, they want to collect from people, so they want to understand the structure and the habits that people are forming with respect to their food intake and exercise and everything. So they would actually pass these forms. So there's like a form that would actually give you an idea. So you need to sign up. I think sometimes they get paid to actually do this, because it takes a bit of time to actually log. It's called logs. So you log your food and the water intake habits all through the day for a period of time. So you actually do it for a month, for 2 months, depending on the type of product it is. So, and then you would, as a user, as the end user, you need to kind of log in. It's not somebody else doing it, but we as users, it's not PA, we as users, end users, are given some documents, some forms. So we need to fill that depending on our habits, behaviors, consumption patterns. It could be to do with diet. It could be to do with doing a simple thing. It could be to do with, for example, how I'm using online conference, how much phone time I'm having. So for example, it shows you your phone consumption time nowadays with how much screen time. It's called screen time, right? So you actually log in how much time you're watching TV, how much time you're spending on iPad playing a game, how much time you're spending on phone, checking WhatsApp messages. You can log in all of them. And then this gives the impression of your typical habit of using this product over a period of time. So bear in mind that this is different from the observation, because observation, we do observation, we take the notes, we as analysts. Whereas the special purpose records are basically the sort of documentation or the note taking done by the users themselves. So you collect at the end of the 3 weeks or 3 months or whatever period, you collect all these notes, and then you actually kind of analyze across these different user groups, across the different demographics. So you create tangible artifacts based on actual work done. So you can actually create actual work and actual usage and consumption. It's not like fictitious things. You actually, after you finished having 2 glasses of water, after your workout, you say 2 glasses of water or something like that. And then you say that dinner, I had so-and-so. You say that this is what I had for dinner. Breakfast, I had, so you're actually specifying the actual data that has been consumed as part of the diet every day. And this need to be, again, bear in mind that sometimes there's a potential for people to just write something. So it's important that you need to take that into account. Not whatever they say that they're doing is correct. It's not because they want to actually give you lies, but it's just that they don't care sometimes, or whatever sometimes they might not know what they're doing. So they're saying that I am having 3 grams of protein. They think that it's actually protein, but perhaps it might not have any protein, the consumption, the item that they had. It could be, for all you know, it could be pasta, which is full of carbs, and they might just note it as protein because they just added some mint or something. So anyway, so this is important that we know the relevance of these artifacts